barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. So I just anyways, Nine Wives. Click the link. Nine Wives, man. Nine Wives. It's an incredible film, man. It's the film of the year, man. It's the best short film of the year. The best 15 minutes you will have, man. And shout out to Ness for interviewing with Leonard Ellerbe. And I remember I did a couple of Leonard Ellerbe videos a while back. And it was funny because people said, oh, in the comment section, oh, you was just talking about how good of a father Leonard Ellerbe. Him being a good father ain't got nothing to do with being a terrible businessman and or a liar. I'm not talking about him being a father. I've seen him be a great father. I've seen him get on the plane to go pick up his daughter. That's not what I'm talking about, y'all. Okay? Okay? That's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about is basically when Tank Davis fighting. I mean, he said he was fighting 3 times a year. Then he say he fight in October. Now he's fighting for the end of the year, and that's cool too. But and he said one key thing too. He says, before I get into what I want to talk about, he says, we don't need 125 fighters. We cool over here. Tells y'all they have no Mayweather Promotions has no stake in PBC. You understand what I'm saying? And that could be an indirect shot at Al Heyman because Al Heyman let him go and went with Tom Brown as the house promoter. But anyways, what I want to say is this, and you got to completely understand what I'm saying. Okay, please understand what I'm saying. Leonard Ellerbe said we good over here. He said we offered him a deal before he went to the zone, and we basically not interested in that man over there. Tank Davis is the best fighter in the world. La yada yada, whatever the case may be, right? And we're gonna talk about this tonight in about 30 minutes. I just got to finish. I ain't even finished watching it. I just got through that part. Ness did a interview with, and I appreciate Ness doubling back on the interview. On that question. It was a very important question. And Leonard Ellerbe tried to duck and dodge and do what he needed to say. But I'm going to say, if you really want the answers, Ness, you're going to have to interview Steven Espinoza. Steven Espinoza is cutting the check. Floyd Mayweather is not putting up his money. If Floyd Mayweather was putting up his money, you would know the date and everything. Floyd would have put it in on his Instagram. No shade, but they're getting the money from Showtime. Now, with that being said, I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to tell you this for the last time. If you don't create your own lane, they will run over you. Please understand what I'm saying. I was, you guys saw the conversations that I was having with Bill Haney on my platform, and he was talking about hope. It's about money. It ain't about hope. It's about money. Hope sounds good when you're 12 and 13 and you're in the gym and you see Floyd in the ring and he's training for the Shane Mosley fight. It's beautiful. It's amazing. But in real life, it's about numbers. It's about dollars and cents. And I will say this, and I say this for real, Devin Haney, Mayweather Promotions doesn't want you. Bob Arum doesn't want you. And it looks like the zone is going to be like a a la carte business in America, right? You got to create your own lane. But here's the most beautiful thing about it. You guys share the same fan base. You gonna, like I explained to you, Jojo Diaz, Ryan Garcia, whoever else, they're not ducking you. That's the business of boxing. And I know people going to say on the internet, oh, they ducking you, they this, they that. No. It's no way in hell they would serve up a Latino and tear down their fan base and give it to a black fighter. It's never happened. It's never happened in the history of sports. So I don't think you are the exception. Here's what we do. I saw you post a guy. He got you for $16K. Just come to me, man. I am the marketing guru. Come to me, man. You doing 16 grand, man. You could have hollered at me, man. I could have helped you out. I'm just going to say y'all share the same fan base. You're talking to a fan base that will never like you. A percentage of them don't speak English, and they will never deviate from siding with their fighter. You understand what I'm saying? So Leonard Ellerbe doesn't want you, and that's why I said there's no loyalty in boxing. You knew Floyd Mayweather before Tank was even born. Joke. But, and also keep in mind, if Adrian Broner had to listen to me, one day Adrian Broner and I are going to have this conversation, and it's going to change. It's going to change sports forever, especially in boxing, because the conversations Adrian Broner and I had over the years, and I knew he was special. I knew Adrian Broner was special in terms of having a core audience. They would have followed him all across the globe. Trust me and believe me. And I knew he had that magic. But, you know, he chose not to implement it. And if Adrian Broner hadn't fumbled the ball on Tank Davis, where would Mayweather Promotions be today? It's a great question. But what ifs? If what ifs was a fifth, we'll all be drunk. So forget the what ifs. I just know Adrian Broner and I are gonna do a 30-minute to a 1-hour interview. That's gonna be outstanding. So we're gonna talk about this in the barbershop. And I'll just say this. Devin, you gotta make your own way. You gotta make your own way. And you gotta be independent. And you got to dig into his fan base. Jojo Diaz fan base don't care about you. Your fan base is gonna say they ducking, but they don't care. It's not changing nothing. Tell me one time, have you ever seen it get into the space where a Latino promoter would say, "Okay, I'm gonna give you my best fighter." Leonard Ellerbe said in an interview just now, "I'm not gonna do their job for them," and guess what? They not gonna do their job for you neither. You know what I mean? So, anyways, man, barbershop conversation. We in the shop, and I just want to. Leonard Ellerbe is a great father, arguably, but so am I. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So am I. I'm a great father too. You know what I mean? I'm a great father too, man. $30,000 for my son's grand piano. You know what I mean? Because you know why? Because when he does recitals, guess what? He's on the grand piano. So you got to practice how you perform in the game. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to have fun with your haters, man. Sometimes you got to have fun with your haters, man. But anyways, at the end of the day, man, Devin, Leonard Ellerbe says he's good over there. You know what I mean? He said, and I know the way. The way is independence, and that's the best way. Trust me, that's the best way. Because when Tank start losing, if he starts losing, they just gonna throw him away like they doing Devin Alexander, like they doing Victor Ortiz, Robert Guerrero. Who else? The list goes on and on. You understand what I'm saying? So the best way is to be independent, like Roy Jones was. You know what I mean? And they gonna lie to you and say, "Oh, you could have made more money with us." No, you couldn't have, because you gotta get them 30%, and you gotta fight on their time. You understand what I'm saying? So, anyways, man, barbershop conversation. We're gonna have some fun in the barbershop tonight. Why is Tank Davis does Tank Davis got a new trainer? I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. I don't know, but let's have this conversation together tonight. And Mayweather Promotions don't want him. And Mayweather Promotions says we don't need 125 fighters. So that means Mayweather Promotions don't get a percentage of PBC fighters. But I know the truth in that. I just let people talk. I know the truth. You know what I mean? I was around. I know the conversations that's been had. I know who owns what, yada, yada, yada. So I just sit back and laugh. But one day I'm going to do that video, and y'all going to say, "Fred, you're a hater." No, I'm going to say, "Fred, I know the truth." So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. It's all my haters out there, man. Man, you got to step your father game up, man. Got to step your father game up, man. Your son can't play on keyboards his whole life, okay? All right? Barbershop conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace, y'all.